With the U.S. ban on Russian oil, some analysts say that we could be in for the worst energy upheaval since the 1970s.
ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl takes an in-depth look into why these two parallel situations will not likely end the same way.
A House committee today voted against President Carter's standby gas rationing plan.
In the 1970s, San Diegans had to wait in lines around the block to fill their tanks.
This station sold 75,000 gallons of gasoline last month. This month, their allocation has been cut to 45,000 gallons.
The government rationed gas. Prices skyrocketed, close to $1 a gallon.
It's, like I say, it's hard on my customers, and it's hard on my employees. They can only get 10 gallons of gasoline, and at a certain time of day.
It was the worst energy crisis in U.S. history, and there are parallels to today. Back then, the crisis started with a war in the Middle East that prompted an embargo during a period of high inflation.
I think if there's any buffer between now and the 1970s, it's not only do the oil markets function better today, but also our economies are much larger.
David Victor is an energy expert at UC San Diego.
So as a fraction of the pocketbook, we're spending much less on energy than we were during the peak oil price periods of the 1970s.
He says the U.S. doesn't rely as much on foreign imports as it did in the 1970s. Today, U.S. production is nearly 12 million barrels a day. Back then, the U.S. only generated about 8.5 million. And he says Russia is a relatively minor player in our oil supply. Last year, they accounted for about 3%.
Most likely, we're going to replace it very quickly with Saudi crude. There are some other suppliers, Mexico, actually Venezuela. There's some discussions about lowering sanctions on Venezuela, similar discussions in Libya, similar discussions in Iran, other places. There are a lot of places where we can get our oil and replace the Russian oil.
And that's why he doesn't think we'll see a repeat of the gas shortages or rationing from the 70s, although we are seeing similar price fluctuations. He says what might trigger a 1970s redo is if European countries follow the U.S. lead and ban Russian oil and gas. That kind of move would disrupt about 5 million barrels of oil a day, roughly the same amount that sparked the crises in the 70s.
So this is why the Europeans in particular are taking a very sophisticated approach to the sanctions here. And they're wary about a move that would remove a huge fraction, if not all, the Russian oil from the market because of that disruption.
Because the last thing the 70s taught us is that major oil shocks can take a long time to recover from. Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
Analysts say California could face more disruption from the Russia oil ban than other states. Last year, the majority of Russian exports to the U.S. went to California.